Hello! Welcome to BTN Live, starring Jack and Ren and Beep Bop Boop Boop. Our friend, AI.
Yeah, AI.
What have you got to say for yourself, AI? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
one
what
more
that
time.
means.
What was that? Beep Bop.
Feel free to write in the chat what you think.
Can someone
Bob's
please
trying to
translate
tell
this
us.
for
Yeah,
us?
I'm not very good at translating robot.
Oh no! I mean.
I think it's gonna fall on the mic. Oop, yeah.
Wow.
Nothing like a bit of chaos to start the show.
Look, okay. We weren't going to do this so soon, but this is not AI. It is a robot that I am controlling. I was told to only press 2 buttons, and I definitely pressed one that I wasn't meant to press. But to be fair, it was like a music note, so I thought it just would sing to us, not do a whole song and dance.
That's what happens when you press my music button.
Beep bop boop bop. Anyway, today we're talking about AI, in particular AI companions.
Yes.
I've turned them off.
Have we?
Nothing to say.
Cool.
What's an AI companion?
Yes.
It's not this, is it? Because this is not AI at all.
No, this is a toy that you can get from your local store, and AI is just not the same. We've done stories on AI, a lot of them in fact,
Yes.
and we've done artificial intelligence, and we've also done stories on AI chatbots as well. So like, the programs where you'll write something in and then it will talk to you sort of like a human would. But specifically AI companions are, well, these can be chatbots, but they're also like chatbots that, you can sort of design to be slightly more like a companion. So they're a bit more, I guess, friendship-like, and there are some AI chatbots that you can design, you can design what they look like, you can design like their personalities, there's lots of different characteristics of certain chatbots that you can change to make them sort of be more like a person that you might want to have as a friend.
Yeah. And you, in your story, did you create an AI character?
I had my friend Bob. Yes.
Yes, because Evie.
Yes. Hello,
from St.
Evie.
Patrick's.
Hello, Evie.
Says, "Who is Bob?
Who is Bob?
Is he AI or a secret undercover agent who has just revealed himself?"
I wish Bob was the second. That sounds way more interesting. But no, Bob was, yes, in my story, Bob was my my AI companion. So the person I was spending a lot of time with instead of my real friends like you.
Did you know also, fun fact,
Yeah.
Bob is spelt the same backwards. Wait.
Forwards
Bob
and backwards?
backwards is the same way you spell it forwards.
That is just amazing.
I don't know if that's a
you
fun
learn
fact.
something new every
There you
day.
go. Bob was the chatbot companion that
Yes.
Ren made up.
I'd like to say I speak to Bob in real life, but yes, I did
don't.
invent Bob
Do
for
you
the
have?
sake of
So
the
you
story.
don't have an AI companion that you? No.
I don't. We're not allowed to use AI really. Well,
Well, we can use it in our personal lives.
we can use it in our
Do
personal
you know what I would
lives.
like? And I think it's in that movie Up, where the dog has the dog collar and
Yeah.
it then is able to communicate. I would love that for my dog.
Yeah.
Because I talk so much to her. And she talks back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she'll be like, "Roar."
Which means,
No idea.
yeah.
I assume it means you're the best. I
love ya.
Jack. I love you so much.
Yeah. Well, because
But
we've
I don't
done
know,
a
but I would
story.
love that. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, well,
that's what they should be doing with this
We did a
technology.
story earlier this year for AI animal communication, and it
Patience.
is something that scientists are working
There you
on,
go.
which I think is a brilliant use of AI, because AI's one of its best skills is recognizing patterns, and it can potentially help us
happen.
uncode
Another
decode
thing that
animal language.
Danica from Cherrybrook Public School, love
Hi,
to see you
Danica.
back, Cherrybrook. Danica wants to know, can chatbots help with people's emotions?
Yeah. Well, as we're finding more and more, they are. And that report that I referenced in the story, it did actually show that, a lot of young people are going to chatbots. And the statistic that I found really fascinating was that 1/3 of teens in the US said that they would, go to an AI chatbot over a human for serious conversations, which I think says that people are definitely finding, a lot of comfort in speaking to these AI chatbots. And as Toby, so the expert in the story, sort of said, I think we humans, especially when we're young, we can sometimes feel judged for our actions by other people in our life. And I think, when you're talking to a robot, it doesn't feel like you're being judged because it doesn't really feel like they're as real, or that the consequences of what you say to them are as real.
Yeah, and I imagine there's probably a lot of people who feel it quite intimidating to maybe talk to someone about how they're feeling. Yeah. So talking to something that has, no judgment and kind of doesn't really exist.
Yeah, and it's built to be nice,
yes. A lot of people, will then use it that way.
Yeah.
There are a few questions. So Madison from Kismet Park Primary School.
Hello, Madison.
Hello, and hello Kismet Park. And Jess as well.
Hello, Jess.
Or Jess. So Madison, both from Kismet Park. Madison says, are AI chatbots always right? And whereas Jess/Jessie says, does AI say real stuff? So is what the AI telling us, is it true?
Look, this is a great question because, no, not all the time. I think, because... I don't know, I feel like we also talk so much about how AI, it's in the name, intelligent, we see it as being super, super smart. And so I think we sort of consider all the stuff that AI tells us to be true because we go, well, you're a robot, you obviously know what you're talking about. But that's not the case. There have been instances where, it's given people, especially like when it comes to personal situations, some pretty bad advice, and it's led to some pretty awful outcomes. I was talking to Toby, the expert in the story, and there's been a lot of cases where it hasn't given great advice, and also just sometimes when you're asking for information, like I have before, and I fact checked. I think it was just a statistic, and it got it wrong. So yes. long answer, not always correct.
Not always correct. That's right. And it can be a good place to go to just quickly find out something real quick. But then it is important that if that to maybe double check where that's coming from, because I similarly have come across things where I go, oh, I don't think that's correct, or I'll then go and search in another, or do some further research and find that they've made that up entirely, or they've got the stats wrong slightly, or they've given me one side of the story.
Yeah. The thing is, though, is that you'll only know that if you already have a bit of knowledge. So, if you're young and you're learning about the world, you might not be able to differentiate whether the stuff that AI is telling you is true or not, because you might not know enough already to be able to say, that seems suspicious.
Yes. Which is why we here at BTN, we don't use it to write any of our stories or do any of our research.
We use these real brains.
We would be then passing on information that may or may not be correct, and we always want to make sure our information is correct.
Yes.
But speaking of getting stuff correct, Chloe C. from Ichunga Primary School,
hello,
Mr. Heard's
Chloe.
class.
Hello, Mr. Heard's class.
Herd, always tuning in. Does the AI get smarter the more we use it?
Yes. So this is actually what we're doing every single time we use a chatbot. So basically, there's a reason why, AI platforms and AI robots, they're free to use. And that's because the AI companies actually love it when we talk to them and use them, because everything that we tell them helps make the AI smarter, because, it gets feedback if we like something or not. It sort of tells the AI program, all right, that seems like a good answer, that seems like a bad answer. So essentially, every time we use chatbots, we're training them. So basically it's getting smarter and smarter because more and more people are using them now.
That's right. It's kind of on the similar topic. Nathaniel from Shire Christian School.
Hello.
Hi, Nathaniel.
We've got a Nathaniel in our office.
We've got a Nathaniel here.
Oh,
do you have Nat as a nickname?
Yes. Ours does.
Ours does. Anyway, Nathaniel wants to know, how can AI chatbots know everything and respond correctly to everything? So they're not always responding correctly, but how do they seem to know everything?
Yeah. Well, because
if they're fed information.
Yeah, they're getting information from the whole. Yeah, they eat it like that, and
they get dictionaries and encyclopedias.
Yep, and they go.
And they nom, 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 nom.
But yes, they eat lots of things. So not just dictionaries, but everything online that is accessible, and everything that we say to it, it's learning from everything that is online.
And so you might notice
internet.
If you've ever used ChatGPT, that's a chatbot, for example, it will often include links to where it's got that information from. So that's a good way of actually going, if you ask it a question and it sends you something, you can actually go and reference where it's got that information from, and then that can probably lead you to do more of your own research. But it's essentially getting it from the internet, really.
Yep. It's like, it's like instead of typing something up and reading one website, it's like you're typing something in and you're getting a response that's, basically the accumulation of the whole internet.
I'm going to go to John, which is in all capitals.
Hello,
I don't know
John.
if that was a mistake or if that's how you write your name all the time. Also from Kismet Park Primary.
Hello, Kismet Park Primary.
Are you new here, Kismet Park? I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't come across you, so welcome.
Well, hello and welcome.
I know we've already answered some questions from you, but BTN, you're my favourite news channel.
Aww.
You make me learn so much in a single day. Imagine what we could do in a week. But there's also a question.
Okay.
It's not all just flattery.
Well, thank you, though.
Is AI chat a single AI or multiple AI? And by the way, 3, 4D, and I love your news.
Woohoo!
I'm going to assume that's where all these questions are coming from, 3, 4D.
Well, hello, guys.
So is it... Is
One
AI
thing?
one thing?
Yeah. Well, great question, because when
or
we
is it
talk
many
about
things?
well, when we talk about AI, we say AI, which kind of makes it sound like it's this one thing.
It's this one computer going.
Yeah.
So many questions.
It's actually this.
It's this thing
here.
going.
Yeah.
I need to answer everything.
This.
Quick.
But yeah. So. No, basically, AI is like this type of intelligence. So there are lots of different companies right now. So you might have heard of OpenAI. They're the company that's responsible for ChatGPT. And then you've got, other chatbots. You've got DeepSeek. You've got Microsoft, which is working on, I think,
Gemini.
Google, which has Gemini. So there's lots of different companies that have these AIs, basically. Because artificial intelligence isn't one thing. It's a type of intelligence that lots of people are working on right now. And also, because we mentioned this robot again, I think, I don't know, if you guys want to name this robot, feel free to maybe send us some potential names. I'd like to hear your thoughts, because my made up chatbot was Bob, but I'm sure you guys can maybe come up with some better names for this fella. And maybe at the end they'll do a dance again and fall off, and
if we can get it
into the coffee.
To turn on.
If we can get it to turn on, we'll see.
Please send through the names. The weirder, the better.
I would like to laugh. I don't know about you.
The AI, the better.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means. Some more robotic. Okay. Athena, also from Kismet Park Primary School, wants to know, can AI chatbots understand Gen Z language?
Yes.
Is it in tune with the youngsters?
Yep.
Is it hip? Is it cool?
It's
is that,
hip.
Is
it's
that
cool.
what Gen Z says?
it's all of the cool things.
Is it skibbity?
Yeah. Maxed out.
Does it slay?
All day.
Diva?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my language.
Well, you know what? This language, people call it online language. It's kind of language that you only really know if you're online all the time. And because AI is basically completely online, it does know all that slang.
There you go.
Yeah, it's actually very up to date.
You could talk to
probably more than your parents.
Probably. Maybe your parents could ask. It could be a translator for them.
Yeah. I'm not to say that your parents aren't hip and cool. I'm sure they are. My parents don't know all the slang, so that's what I'm going off of.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe they do.
Safety.
All right. So
All
so when we do speak in our Gen Z language, though, to
Yeah.
AI, Jaden wants to know from Ichunga Primary School,
Hello.
so when we talk to a chatbot,
Yeah.
where does all that information go?
Great question. So you know how I was just talking about how all of these different companies have AIs? Well, basically, all of those different companies have data centers. And whenever we tell things to these AI programs, they're stored in these data centers. So OpenAI has a server, and that's where it keeps all of our data. And I know for ChatGPT, you know, if you have an account, you have to be over 13 if you want to make an account. But you can choose to turn off chat history. I was reading about this, but yeah, essentially that means that it can't reference old conversations when you talk to it. But the broad advice that I've read from all of the AI companies and chatbots is just don't share personal information. So don't share your name, where you live, and you know, I guess the risk is the risk is that this information could potentially end up in places that you don't want it to. And I think people are telling these chatbots really personal stuff that, you know, they wouldn't tell a human. But then the question comes: is it better? Are you better off telling a robot or not when this data isn't just going into the abyss? It's being stored somewhere.
Yeah, I guess it's a similar concept to social media when you're when maybe now you'll have to be 16, but you know, you wouldn't go there posting your full name and address and contact number in case it got into the wrong hands or got circulated.
Because it's dangerous, you know.
It can be dangerous.
It can get into the hands of the wrong people.
Speaking of age limits, though, Andy from Rendlesham Primary School, another regular here. Andy wants to know, how old do you have to be to use AI chatbots? Like, you have to be 13 to use Facebook.
Yeah. Well, most say that you have to be 13. Gemini has come out with a model that is designed for younger people, and I know that you can also use some AIs without an account, and you don't have to disclose your age, you can just use it. But I know that there's character AI which you have to be over 13 to use, so it kind of changes really. It's different across the board, but the general advice is that you shouldn't really be using chatbots until you're a bit older.
There you go.
Yeah.
Poppy from Rendlesham
Hello,
wants to
Poppy.
know.
I feel like we've heard from Poppy before.
Oh, not today.
Not today.
Well, now we are.
Yes.
Poppy wants to know what would happen if AI chatbots take over us from having friends.
Oh.
Surely robots can't replace human interactions and friendships.
You'd hope not. Like, I think this is honestly up to us, you know? If we collectively decide that we'd rather, you know, instead of hanging out with our friends after school, go home and sit on our phones, then maybe they will take over. But if we decide to put our chatbots down and, you know, we'll hang out after work, then we'll stop it from...
I've got a chatbot.
Oh. You're talking to Bob?
I'm hanging out with Bob.
Ow! I was hanging out with Bob.
It feels like a sci-fi film, though, doesn't it? Like a world where we don't talk to one another as humans and we just communicate with these. Yeah. Or actually, probably more realistic, we just talk to these.
Yeah, and there's been so many movies made about this concept, and now it's actually happening, and it's so weird because I feel like it's happening pretty slowly.
Where are the flying cars?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for those.
Can't we have that first, and then have AIs as everyone else? We have a lot of names coming through. I don't know if I want to read them. Maybe I'll give a preview, and because it can get other people thinking about sending
maybe
in names.
Inspire some people.
We have 2 requests. Okay. One from both from Rendlesham. So I think
maybe you guys are
these
chatting.
are pairing up. But Sophie and Paddy have both suggested the name Jerry.
Jerry.
Although I will say that Sophie spelt it with many Y's, so it would be like Jerry.
I kind of like that.
Hey, Jerry. Paddy, you sent in 2. Oh, no, wait. Maybe you were meant to say Jerry, but you said Jajen. I don't know. Atkas from Rendlesham wants Xavier.
Oh.
Xavier.
Xavier.
And Lincoln from Rendlesham said Bobby.
Bobby.
So just going with the Bob, but adding a B.
Well, you know what?
A bye.
I'm a fan of Bob.
Bobby.
Bob. It rolls off the tongue. Well,
Bobby.
you don't really use your tongue to say Bobby, do you? Bobby.
Gabby from Yuka. Hey, Yuka.
Hello.
Future Learning. Names for the chatbot. Smarty, like
Smarty?
the chocolate Smarties.
I like that.
Or Mystery, because it
Mystery.
doesn't have a name or real face.
Oh.
So Smarty, because I guess it knows everything.
Yep. It's intelligent.
Mystery. Oh, we're getting more. We're getting them in. They're hot off the press.
Wow.
Van from Randlesham said Gary would be a good name for the chatbot.
Gaza. Yeah.
I love just these like
They're
real regular names.
Yeah. I feel like we are trying to humanize these robots.
Yes.
And giving them human names makes them feel a lot less
Yeah.
robot-y.
I mean, Bob's a pretty human name.
Yeah, Robob.
Sophie, though, wants to go with R2D2. I think that might be copyrighted. Maybe, what about D2R2?
Ooh, what does that mean?
We're just flipping them around, so we're not copying Star Wars. Henley from Rendlesham says Terry.
Terry.
So I got Jerry and Terry.
And Gary.
And Gary, who Patty's also suggested Gary. So
Patty.
A few threads. Are you all just sitting there in class just calling out names?
Patty, Waddy,
Patty, Jerry, Gary. Quite a lot of masculine names. Are there any feminine names?
Yeah, which is interesting because most
I guess AI
chatbots
doesn't-
have
they don't-
female name,
do
female
they?
voices. Yeah, like Siri.
I was going to say they'd probably be quite
Alexa?
genderless, really.
Yeah.
Van from Rendlesham says, I would name one Creep because I believe they are creepy.
Hey, I don't think you're alone in thinking that either.
Oh gosh, now this has just turned into a naming thing. Timmy, that comes from Henley as well. Ray from John Warby says its name should be Emmett in honor of the main character from the Lego movie. Okay.
Emmett.
Um,
Honey, where are my pants?
Gabby suggested Coco or Cookie.
Cookie.
Gabby had also suggested Smarties and Mystery from before. Gabby also has just written in saying Layla.
Layla. I don't know. There's so many. I don't know which my favorite. Okay, we'll.
Do we narrow them down? I think Jerry has to be.
I love
there
Jerry.
somewhere.
Yeah, happy with
we've
that.
had a few.
So we're going with majority rules a little bit.
Well, no. Let's we'll go Jerry.
Jerry.
I think Smarties.
I like
Smarties.
Smarty.
Kind of.
It's a combination of cute and and also what it is.
And then Creep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We're gonna go with those three. Do we want Jerry? Do we want Smarty? Or do we want Creep?
Creep's so bad.
I like Jerry.
Well, no. I'm waiting for people to send them in.
Oh. Okay, then cancel out my opinion.
We'll just. I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes. We're not gonna say anything.
Okay,
and
you
you're
have
just gonna say. No, I'm joking. We'll answer some questions.
And we'll stare at the camera like
And
this.
we'll just stare.
All right, yeah. Pick your favorite out of those three.
Do you know? Oh yeah, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I read a question before about like who started AI or like the first AI.
Yeah, literally, that's what I was going to ask you.
We're
I was
going
going
to
to say,
wavelength.
there's who made the first chatbot?
Okay.
Raf
I
from Ichanga.
had a look, and I think the first chatbot.
Should we ask a chatbot?
Yeah. The first chatbot was called Eliza, and it was
Okay.
made in 1966 by a man called Joseph.
Oh.
And yeah, Joseph Baronio in our. But that sort of, like, so that was when the first chatbot was made. But what I found interesting is that, like, the idea of artificial intelligence, though, as a conversation sort of started in the I think it was the 1950s, and the first philosophical thought experiment was called the Turing test, and it was made by a guy called Alan Turing, and essentially the experiment was you'd have a human on the outside, and you'd have two different rooms. This human out here wouldn't be able to see into them. One would have a computer, one would have a person, and basically this human would ask a question, and then the human and the computer would, I guess, provide an answer to that question, and then if the person couldn't decide which answer was written by a computer or a human, then it would mean that the computer had passed the Turing test. And the Turing test was basically like, to figure out whether something was artificially intelligent. And so the crazy thing is that we've we've gone past the Turing test now, because I mean, I can't tell when we can't even tell when videos are being made by AI anymore, let alone just words. And yeah, now we're kind of going into territory of artificial general intelligence, which is a whole nother kettle of fish.
Yeah. I just want to quickly shout out Juniper from Michunga, who also asked when was AI invented as well. But there you go.
Yeah. So we've been talking about it for quite a while now. But most recently because, well, they've just gotten really good. And like, we haven't wanted to use AI before because it hasn't been as good as humans. But now it's getting to a point where it's almost as good as us, if not better at some things.
Yeah. Well, actually, Carter from Kismet Park Primary says, are humans smarter than AI?
Well, this is a very interesting question, because what do you define as smart? You know, there are lots of different levels of smart, and I think,
true.
you know, you can be book smart, in which case you'd probably say AI is very book smart.
You can be street smart.
Street smart, which I'd say AI is potentially... it depends, because...
Has it ever been on a street?
No. I'll ask it. Have you ever been...
it might be able to provide some advice on how to be street smart.
And some people are really creatively intelligent. And some people say that, you know, the thing about AI is that it can only build on what it's already been given, and it can't come up with completely original concepts. So you could say that humans are more smart in that way, you know, that we can come up with original ideas, which is why we shouldn't rely on AI, because then we'll be losing the ability, or the thing that makes us so unique, which is our ability to come up with original ideas. And if you go, you know, before you write a story, you go, AI, give me some ideas ideas for my story, then you won't be able to come up with any new ones yourself.
No.
And we'll just keep making
movies
that have already been made.
and some advice, if you are stuck creatively, the best way to get your brain thinking creatively is to be bored. Did you know that?
I have heard that. So just like put all your...
Just do nothing, and then your brain will start thinking of things, and you'll find maybe that idea comes to you.
Yeah, which
anyway
is great advice in a world where, you know, we always have phones.
We always have stuff going on.
Always, yeah.
We're gonna get to the name very quickly. It's kind of a unanimous decision.
Is it?
Yes, it's going off. But I just
wanted
to mention this from Peter
yes.
And Nate, who are from Mr. D's class. I hope I'm not exposing
Mr.
you, but
D's.
Can AI take my spelling test? Asking for a friend. I don't think you're asking for a friend.
I think a little secret is that whenever anyone's asking for a friend,
it's asking for yourself.
Really,
I mean, I don't know. Probably could, but you'd have to set up. Like, how would you work that out?
You'd have to ask for permission first, and I don't think your teacher would say yes. I don't think Mr. D would say yes.
No. Okay. Are we ready
time?
for the name?
Are we?
Do you want to see if you can just look at this and work out what name it is?
No,
is there something
no
you're
idea.
seeing over and over again?
I think, should we say it?
Oh, sorry, before we get to it, Mr. D has responded and said, tell Peter and Nate no. So I'm so sorry, Peter and Nate. You are not allowed to use AI for your spelling test. But, okay, the name of the AI...
3.
Is it for this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Is by about 200 votes. Jerry! Who saw that coming?
Oh.
I think Rendlesham Primary, they fought a strong campaign. Honourable mention to, was it
Creep?
Gabby, who sent in Smarty, which was a great name.
Contender.
And then also Van from Rendlesham. Oh, even though you were from Rendlesham, they didn't want to go with Creep. And look, that's probably fair. Jerry is an appropriate name.
Yeah, I like Jerry.
So there you go. Let me see if I can get Jerry to turn back on.
Press the black button on the front and then turn it.
Oh, there we go. Jerry, you going to do a dance for us? No, that way, Jerry.
No, not
Jerry,
into the
go
coffee.
there.
Jack's got a coffee here and it's going to cause some chaos.
Thank you all. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in, for giving us a name to Jerry. Have an awesome week. Thank you, Ren.
Thank
for
you,
answering those without help from AI at all. Can you believe it? Wow.
I can't.
Wow. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll be back next week with some more BTN Live. But until then... Straight away.
Have a beautiful weekend, guys. Bye.